Like, he was not ever able to go past this. I did the same exercises with him, the same things as I did with the other guy. And why is that? Why was the mechanic bodybuilder able to achieve splits and the gym owner wasn't? Stick to the end of this video to find out. The intention of this video is not for you to lose motivation. The intention of this video is for you to gain motivation, accept your limits, and work with what you have so you can reach your full potential and not get stuck into believing you're gonna be able to reach full splits when you're probably never gonna be able to. So I've been getting a lot of questions about how to achieve splits or how to achieve the 180 kick all the way up straight and 180 degrees, which actually is the same thing as doing the splits. It's if you guys turn the camera or the screen now upwards, you will see that I'm in a 180 now. So this is the honest truth about it, guys. A lot of other YouTubers won't tell you, a lot of martial arts masters won't tell you because they want to cash in on all the money to make off of you. And the truth is, most people will never achieve the splits. That's the honest truth. The honest truth is that it's genetic. It's partly genetic, even for children. There are some children that will never achieve splits ever in their life. It's just not possible. I'll explain why. There's 3 different kinds of hip structures, right? Think about this part of the hip right here as being this, and the leg being this, right? So it's right here. Now, people that have it like this, like you guys see now at the moment here, can have this movement where they can go into full splits. Imagine that on the other side as well. They can go like this on this side, they can go like that on this side. Because this here allows it to. You have this much space in the bone. So some people have it more like that. There they stop. So these people would stop here. An equivalence which would be here. People who are a little bit more flexible, right? Then you have people who have it even worse, who have it all the way like that. Now those people, they can never get past this much. Now that said, that doesn't mean that you don't have the potential or the ability to be a good kicker one day. With kicking also what counts a lot is your speed and your hip flexibility. Now, to kick most people in the head, you don't need to do full splits. I mean, just think about it logically, guys, okay? Look, these are 2 legs, okay? If you're kicking somebody who's, for example, really tall in the head, like let's say this much taller, you have to be almost in like a 180 to kick him in the head. Most people are not that tall. Most people are gonna be here, even taller people. You're not gonna have to do like a full split, like a full 180 when you're kicking someone in the head. So that said, for most kicks, you don't need to be able to do full splits. That's what a lot of people won't tell you. Like a lot of people think you need the full splits to do good kicks. Yeah, it helps a lot. If you can do full splits, I'm not gonna lie. If you can do side splits and front splits, your kicks are gonna be easier. But that said, your hip flexibility is almost more important. And I don't mean the flexibility in the sense of being able to do the splits. What I mean by that is your hip flexibility as far as in the way you turn your hips to do the kick. If you have good hip flexibility, you may not even need to pivot so much with roundhouse kicks and things like that. I have videos on that. If you haven't seen those, click on that link here above. You guys can see that. But basically, this should not, you shouldn't lose motivation is what I'm getting at. Knowing the truth and knowing your limits, I believe, will set you free. So this is the honest truth about the splits. That's the honest truth. Not everybody can do it. Now, that said, look at the positive side, all right? I don't know what the percentage is of people that can and people that can't do it. But I will tell you guys from experience, I've even had bodybuilders, like dudes who are big, like buffed, who've never even tried this stuff. I've had them be able to do the splits in 2 to 3 months. What do I want to say by this is that if you're in a school that really knows how to stretch you out, and you're stretching hard every day, and you feel pain in your hips, and you feel like you're not getting past this, and you get pain in your hips, like by hips I mean in your hip bone, like this part here in your hips, like the bone structure, not the muscles. If you get pain there, that means that that's your limit, man. Pain in the muscles is normal, but pain in the bones, that is your limit. So, like I said, I believe that the truth will set you free, and that if you know your limits, you know how to take it from there. Because think about how many people waste a lot of time trying to achieve splits, thinking this will help their kicks, when in fact they will be better off stretching other parts of their body so they're able to achieve the real potential of flexibility that they can reach, A, and B, they stop wasting time with a dream that's just never gonna happen for you. I mean, that's the honest truth. And I wish I could tell you guys, if you work hard, you'll get there. If you work, that's not always true. Working hard is very important, but sometimes your genetics, the type of body you have will limit you. It's just a fact. It's like basketball players. You're not gonna ever be able to be Michael Jordan if you don't have the height. Like, you cannot be my height, 5'9", and be a basketball player, like a successful one. You know what I'm saying? So of course, like, your genes do limit you depending on which sports you're doing. Some genes, some genetics, some bodies are better for certain sports than others. And fortunately for some people like myself, my genetics just fit what I like, which is being able to do the splits, being a world-class kicker, being able to kick, kickboxing, kicking. That's my thing, stand-up fighting. So being able to do this, I feel lucky that I'm able to do this, but I also work hard. For other things, I've had to work harder. Like, for example, I will do a video on this in the future. My feet have evolved into my toes being able to open up really wide. And this is because I have partially flat feet, like half flat feet. So it's way harder for me to hold my balance on one leg. So I had to work like 10 times harder to achieve good balance on one leg and being able to hold my leg in there. Most people will have an easier time with that than me. That part of me was not like, that doesn't benefit me. Like, if my legs aren't strong, I lose balance when I walk. There's another reason why I'm obsessed with kicking. When my legs are strong, when I'm in shape, I can walk easier than when I'm not in shape because of my feet. So that said, my toe opens up really wide to the point that it almost looks like monkey feet. And a good friend of mine pointed that out when I was 16. I didn't even notice that I had that until a friend of mine saw it. He's like, "Tito, what's wrong with your feet? You have monkey feet, bro." Friend of mine, Andrew, he said that a long time ago. And but basically what I'm getting at is starting young does help a lot, of course, because your body just grows into what you're doing to it. I can give you guys more examples of that, but basically that's what I'm getting at. Like, you guys can stretch, follow my stretching tutorials. I will make more of them in the future if you guys really wanna, if you guys demand them, of course. But basically, that's it, guys. It's genetic. But that's it. You shouldn't be discouraged. Like I was saying, the 32-year-old bodybuilder, he got it. Look, I'll give you guys a real example. Okay, there's two people in that same gym that I gave classes to. One is a gym instructor, and the second one, the gym owner and gym instructor. And the second one was just a guy that trained hard there every morning. So I was training the guy that trained hard there every morning. He was a mechanic. He was a bodybuilder. I started training him for like 1 or 2 months straight. He had almost the same body build type as the owner. And I wasn't teaching him private lessons. He was just taking regular classes in the morning. I gave 2 classes real early, one from 7 to 8 and one from 8 to 9 early in the morning in Acapulco, Mexico. So he was taking both of them, the kickboxing class and the taekwondo class. The first was the taekwondo class and the kickboxing class. And the owner saw his progress. He saw that he was able to achieve splits even though he had his body type. He saw that he was able to do all these crazy kicks. So the owner hired me to give him private lessons because he figured, hey, if he can do it, I can do it, right? I can work hard too. And I tried to do the same thing with him, and I swear to God, guys, like, he was not ever able to go past this. I did the same exercises with him, the same things as I did with the other guy. And why is that? Why was he able, why was the mechanic bodybuilder able to achieve splits and the gym owner wasn't? Stick to the end of this video to find out. And well, that said, guys, to the end of this video, that's it. That's the end of this video. And I hope this was educational for you. So next video, guys. Catch you later. Oh, damn. Look at how nice it is, guys.